Come on, guys. Today, here on Tango Romeo 87, we're going on an adventure in West Virginia through the mountains, searching for this road. And I guess you see we can found it, but join us on the journey. We're going to go look for some dispersed camping, free camping in the Monongahela National Forest at a new site I really want to check out that's rather popular, but I've never been to. So come on, let me show you how we get on Route 92 for all the adventures in West Virginia. Just as soon as you start up 92, this is before you get to Pocahontas County, still in Greenbank County, up past Lake Sherwood. You'll come across the Allegheny Trail trailhead here. There's two of them. This is Bear Branch, located on Route 92. You can't miss it. There's signs that tell you it's coming. And then there's the other trailhead on the road to Lake Sherwood, which is the Laurel Run trailhead. The Allegheny Trail is a world-class trail. It runs through the Alleghenies, and it will challenge you up and down. It's over 300 miles. It starts up at the Mason-Dixon line at the northern terminus and runs down to the southern part of the state, where you can connect with the Appalachian Trail if you'd like to keep hiking. It's a well-maintained trail that is an all-volunteer force that really puts the effort on this trail. Great little trail, and just another treasure hidden along Route 92. Okay, when you're headed up Route 92, headed towards Marlington, where we're headed, Pocahontas Campground just sits off to the side of the road. And it's a neat little campground. It's closed now for the season. It closed, mid-September, and it'll probably open again in April. But if you're just traveling along the highway, maybe you need a place to crash before you go hit the Allegheny Trail down at Bear Branch. It's a neat little campground. Nothing special. There's no lakes, there's no fishing. Just a place to camp at. As you can see, they've got the gate closed for the season now. One of the campsites over there, fire ring, light pole, picnic table. But this is a pay campsite. This is not dispersed. So let's see what we got here. A single site is $8, but the past discount is $4, and just a little road that loops around. There's probably, I don't know, half a dozen sites. They've got a well. They've got it turned off for the season. The handle's been removed. Got pit toilets here. So keep that in mind if you're just out traveling and want to come up and take this route we're about to take today. That you got this cool little campground right here. You can just pull off and camp right back on the road. Route 92 is just right there. Let's move on.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Huntersville Road.
We just made the turn from the main Route 92 where we turn towards Marlington. The first thing you'll notice is something that you don't see anymore is a cool little roadside picnic area with a pit toilet over there. You don't see these anymore, but I'm telling you, Route 92 has a little bit of everything. Right here in the picnic area, you can get on the Laurel Creek Trail. Laurel Creek Trail is the 466. It goes from here and it makes a big loop all the way around. Across the road, if you go across the road, is the Middle Mountain Trail, which I will be hiking later this winter. It goes across and actually ties into the Allegheny Trail, which is West Virginia's longest trail at 300 plus miles, covers from the tip of the state to the tail of the state, right along the Allegheny Mountains. But the Middle Mountain Trail will take me over and almost home. But we need to get up the road because there's a lot to see, and we're seeking dispersed camping sites today. Those are the free sites that you can camp at year round. So let's hit it. Okay, so we're taking a curve in the road here so we can continue on to 92. When you come up here, the sign will be towards the Greenbank. If we would have gone straight and not turned here, we'd have gone into Marlinson. We're going to pass a whole bunch of stuff on this road, so this is the road you want to go on to if you want to adventure in West Virginia. All right, our next stop, if we would turn out this road off 92, 92 continues on, we could go to the Scenic Railroad where they have train rides and the start of the Greenbrier River Trail. Also, they've got some really nice old coal camp or timber camp housing that you can rent that are really beautiful inside. We just passed the turnoff back there at Dunmore for Seneca State Forest, which is a really cool place. They have these rustic cabins, some of them down right on the Greenbrier River and other ones up by the lake they have. But when I say rustic, these cabins are rustic. You have to go outside to a well to pump water. You've got an outhouse. You've got a wood-burning cook stove, and they do have gas lights and propane-powered refrigeration, so you're not completely out. But if you want a great time, book one of the cabins at Seneca State Forest. Let's get back on the road. The next cool thing we pass on our Route 92 tour through West Virginia is a little town called Greenbank, which is famous for such a thing that's not little. It's one of the biggest radio telescopes in the world, where they search for alien life and map asteroids. I don't know, I've never been in the Science Center. I really need to go in one day and find out what they do. But they have a really neat tour here of the radio telescope area and a lot of information on what they do here. But let's head up the road because we're looking for something away from civilization today. Stonecoal dispersed camping, Monongahela National Forest. This is between Durbin and Huttonville on Route 92. Stonecoal dispersed camping along the Shaver's Fork, I guess is what it is. And we're out here in Monongahela National Forest. We drove up Route 92. This took us about an hour from the house, but it's just a beautiful area, as you can see. But the dispersed campsites here, I think there's about a dozen. I didn't really get a good count coming in, but it runs a good ways up this road. And then there's a turnaround. There's 2 pit toilets here, which is really rare for dispersed camping. And we get picnic tables. We've got a fire pit here. And you're right along the river where you can do some fishing. This is some world-class trout fishing when they stock. And I mean, we're right here on the river. And I saw some nice deep pools. Wish I'd have brought some fishing gear with me today. They do have a regular fire pit here in the ground. And they have a lantern pole Lots of nice places to set up my tent. I think this is something that I'll be doing this winter, is doing some camping here at Stonecoal. Now keep in mind, we're going through a drought here in West Virginia, so our water levels are not nearly what they used to be. But I mean, guys, we're right here, right on the water. This is somewhere I'm going to come. I mean, it's really nice. It's easy to get to. Forest Road 209 was closed for a long time, but they opened it up again this year after they built a new bridge. And I see me and Tracy coming up here spending some time. This was worth the trip. I came up today. Tracy couldn't come with me because she had things to do this morning. But man, this is just beautiful. There is absolutely no doubt that I'm going to spend some of my winter, my late fall, and all through the winter up here, as long as the snow holds and I can get here. This is just peaceful. I mean, you got an amazing place to camp here. This is really West Virginia at its best. And these dispersed campsites, they're all through Monongahela National Forest. I'll try to find some more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we've got a lot of winter outdoor. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, make a comment, because we got a lot of outdoor winter adventure coming up here in the high mountains of West Virginia. It's all the Appalachian Mountains. This is the Allegheny Mountains through the eastern part of West Virginia. And this is where all the high spots are. We can cross back over, get on 219, come down and do Cranberry Wilderness area, Spruce Knob, Dolly Sods, all the places you want to hit. And this road's just covered. But I've got to get down the road and see what else I can find today. But yeah, Stonecoal Dispersed Camping, going to be a place I come to a lot. Hey guys, what we did is we left Stonecoal Dispersed Camping and went up to Huttonville, which is just a few miles the opposite direction when we come out of Stonecoal, instead of going back the way we came. And we took 219, which will take us into Marlinton, take us into Lewisburg eventually. But you pass a lot of cool things on this road too, like Snowshoe, which is a big ski resort. In the summer, it's downhill biking. They've held world championship downhill biking events there. And in the winter, it's all skiing and tubing and all the winter adventure you can handle. So if we turn off 219 on the 66 east from here, we'll go to Snowshoe, or eventually back over to Cass and straight through, and then we'd be back over to 92. But we're going to continue down the road and head down to Marlinton. And first we're going to stop in this ski barn over here and see what kind of souvenirs they have. If you need outdoor gear for the winter to stay warm, the ski barn here on 219, just outside of Snowshoe, is the place to go. Super friendly, good deals, lots of things on sale. I got me a new pair of gloves for bike riding this winter, and I'm gonna bring Tracy up here because there are some cool stuff. Take a look at this store. Okay, we turned off 219 onto this road, and that puts us on the Highland Scenic Highway. This road can get nasty in the wintertime. But about a 15-20 minute drive from here is the Cranberry Botanical area, where they also have dispersed camping, and that'll be another video. But man, West Virginia is just about to pop into full on display. We're seeing the first signs of fall now, but these mountains will be so alive with oranges and reds and yellows and browns, and I mean, it's just going to be beautiful. We're up here at some serious elevation now. There's just so much to see in this part of West Virginia. Come up Route 92, and then in Huttonville, I took 219 over, and I'm headed 219 back to Marlinton, and decided I'd stop and show you Cranberry is another great area. I'll be doing a video later this winter from Cranberry, and you'll see some awesome areas. The woolly worms aren't showing that it's going to be bad, but everybody else says we're going to be in for winter. Talking about autumn, these mountains will come alive. And then the Highland Scenic Highway, we're here, and there's an overlook there and an overlook. It's just a beautiful trail that you drive, and hiking. There's the Cranberry Botanical Glades area, which we'll go to in another video for some camping. That cow pasture trail system, you want to wait for that video. Tracy will not go back and ride her bike on that. But this road just follows along North Bend, Summit Lake, and all the way over to Richwood, and then you work your way back home. Red Lick Scenic Overlook, 4,100 feet above sea level. They've got a pit toilet here and a place you can have a picnic. But man, that view of the mountains across through there. And then we're not at the top yet, but I'm going back down, headed towards Marlinton and headed home. Well, we're going to wrap this video up here from the lovely West Virginia town of Marlinton. There's no G in Marlinton. Right here, the little concrete path that goes beside the caboose and goes that way is part of the Greenbrier River Trail. The only paved section of the trail that runs through Marlinton. The whole trail is about 80 miles long, starts in Cass and goes all the way down to Caldwell. There's dispersed camping along the trail. That's more videos coming. I think Tracy and I already did one video where we went from Clover Lick, went through the big tunnel and across the big trestle. But there's two big tunnels on the trail, countless numbers of bridges, big trestles. It's another great adventure. You can hike it, you can bike it, or you can do horseback on the Greenbrier River Trail. Gonna do that trail and do some overnight camping along the trail this winter. So watch for that video. But today I hope I showed you, if you start in White Sulphur Springs and go up Route 92, you just run into so many things. I mean, what have we seen? Lake Sherwood, Pocahontas Campground. We saw the little picnic area, hiking trails everywhere that connect into either the Allegheny Trail or their own trail system. Went up through there. We could have made a little sidetrack and went into Seneca State Forest. We saw the Greenbank Observatory. Went all the way to Stonecoal. Saw Kumbrabow, I don't know how you say it, Kumbrabow State Forest, which has got rustic cabins there also. When we came back down 219 from Huttonville, snowshoe ski resort, the great little shop with the friendliest people, and save money on your winter gear there. Saw the Highland Scenic Highway. Could have dropped over to Cranberry from there, which is a botanical area that's really cool. More video coming from that area. Now we're coming through Marlinton, and we'll just drop out of Marlinton right back over on 92 and right back home. We'll see the Pocahontas campground. We will see Lake Sherwood, and we'll see home. Hope you enjoyed this video. Get out and drive. Fall's coming. West Virginia is going to explode. If you live in a mountainous area, you're probably going to see the same thing. I just hope we get more rain. We're in a high fire season right now. We're high danger for fire. The rivers and streams that I've crossed over today have been dry for the most part. The Greenbrier River is nearly historically low. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get ready for some more outdoor winter adventures coming your way. This winter is going to be epic. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe, thumbs up, and for now, I'm headed home. So peace out.